It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got the Titans' creative quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Lions, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 56 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 6.
Now a give, right side. It's Harvey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fleming. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Complete to number 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Perez. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On first down, Fleming, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting on field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Harvey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Harvey, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Working with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Titans first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one going to come up short, low throw. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Joseph. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
The second down pass.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night is a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Joseph.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Titans take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out now come the Lions. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Up the middle they go. Fleming. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run on first down. It's Harvey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Complete to number 4. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down now. It's Harvey, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Harvey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 1. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Fleming. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense set to go again.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. Say, run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Fleming. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 5.
And that'll be incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man complete. That's Perez. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He finds his man complete. It's Cunningham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.